And so we begin a brand new day. Another day at school, another day of overhearing other people's conversations. Good morning, I'm always so drowsy on Monday mornings. Yeah, me too, the only thing you can do is sleep through first period. Wait, tomorrow is when we have morning assembly. Ugh, I'm too lazy for that, I'll just pretend I didn't hear. Well, it's not like I don't think they're gonna ask me any questions during morning assembly, so I'm just going to, pretend I'm not, I am listening. I'm gonna grab, like, those, googly eyes and put them on my eyes, and, yeah, I'll just pretend that I'm awake. Like the ones that Seth Green always has on him. Okay.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
In where? In there, meaning the classroom? I mean, you already are in there.
Can I have a minute?
You can have 3.
Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
Okay. Why is she so flustered all of a sudden?
Talk?
Yeah,
I'll
we're
save
having the
details for
talk.
later. See you there.
Why not just tell us now? Well, we are in public, so we might as well not talk about it. It's probably the whole part of this thing.
Any time leaving.
Well, it really took her less than a minute to say it, so
probably
yeah,
busy with
we
things
did
like
give her a
student
minute.
council. Unlike us.
Unlike us peons.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
You know, whenever he says Yucatan, I can all I can think about is the Mexican state Yucatan. Yucatan. Or is it a state? Yeah, it is a state. I don't know my states. I'm an idiot.
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
Why is she talking like that? Like somebody from Mean Girls? Well, I don't know. Like she's kind of like something. Why would you be hostile towards her? Do you really want to have the workload? No. Let her take care of all that stuff. Well, we'll probably get to figure out what it is she has against her for, you know, eventually. You were told to come back early today. You decided to go home early with Junpei. When can I save? I really need to save. Ninja walking around. Okay, so that's 1. And then there's, I think, 2. And... no, just 2 people. No, 3! Yes, 3 people that I can interact with there. Do I come with Junpei? Talking and laughing at each other's inappropriate jokes. Nice to go with the detail there. Great. So I was watching porn the other day, right? And, you know, like, the guy, he didn't have a penis. It was actually a woman. So funny. Anyway, let's get serious now.
Okay, everybody's here. I'd like your undivided attention.
Oh, don't worry. I don't know how to divide. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I know nothing about divisions.
For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only Persona users we had.
And now there are 3
That
people.
number recently jumped to 5.
Yeah. Wait, can you actually exist during the dark hours? Don't you have a
Therefore,
persona?
Starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Yay. Let's explore that
Sorry,
toothpaste.
I asked this yesterday, but what's this Tartarus thing again?
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
Well, of course he hasn't seen it. He's new here. Huh?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
Of course it does.
The Dark Hour?
Again, repeating the things that I was just told?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh?
Of course, you sound ecstatic. Interesting, isn't it?
And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Speaking of shadows, you talk a lot like Shadow the
Nest,
Hedgehog.
huh?
I'm speaking like Shadow the Hedgehog. Or like Solid Snake.
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
His voice actor is actually pretty good, actually. I'm just being too much
Since
of
Akihiko hasn't
an
fully
ass
recovered
about
yet,
it.
he'll only come as far as the entrance.
I'm being too much of a clown, but the voice acting is actually really, really good. I like it a lot. So yeah, he hasn't fully recovered, so he's not fighting with us.
Well, I'm sure
Not
he
so
won't
confident
complain,
looking now,
as long as you
Akihiko.
don't go too far in. Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something we can avoid.
Relax, I've got your backs.
Great, me, the person who has only been a Persona user for like 2 days. I'll take care of everything.
I'm not so sure about this.
Me neither.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here.
Just assume that everything that I'm saying is the protagonist's, like, thoughts.
As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Oh, that's too damn bad. How inconvenient. Okay then, late night. Let's actually go into the dark hour. Oh, no transition? Oh, well, I guess dark hour hasn't happened yet.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
What do you mean here? This is the school,
Just
isn't
wait
it?
a few minutes.
I'm just looking at
It's
it on my
almost
iPhone.
midnight.
Ah, there we go. Animated cutscene. Wow, being super dramatic about it. How about the time arriving? And there we go. The world is now broccoli. Oh, okay. Going through some constant remodeling. They're like, whatever. Oh, jeez. Worst tower design ever. Like, how impractical. You're like, what if somebody falls off the edge or something? No railings, no cup holders.
This
Where's the
is
bathroom?
Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth?
Yeah, not the best tourist attraction, we know,
What
but
are you
you know.
talking about?
Ah! What are you talking
What
about?
happened to our school?
Well, what do you think? It turned into a demonic tower.
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about?
Yep.
But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower?
Guess what? We have no idea. She doesn't know. I don't fucking know.
You don't know either?
Nope.
No.
Nah, it took her
I'm sure it's complicated.
a long time to admit that.
Who cares anyway? It's not like it would change our minds about fighting.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just accept
Well,
whatever comes our
maybe
way.
now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it.
Ooh.
Exciting, isn't it?
Again,
There has to be
exciting.
some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
Okay, Mom. Jeez, get off my back, woman.
I know. You don't have to remind me.
You don't remind me, Mom. More loading. Oh boy, 420 already.
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
The dungeon crawling does not begin here.
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place.
Just cup a feel for each other and then cup a feel for the entire place.
Why don't you go have a look around?
Touch everything.
What? By ourselves?
Yeah. Like, come on, it's not
We're
even that far
asking
away.
you to
Just
go
this
very
room.
far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
In the mouth with a spoon.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
What? They did plan it. Just, you know, one of them is hurt
That's
and the other
right.
one has to stay in the entrance.
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
Oh gee, I guess who that's gonna be.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
And obviously he's gonna be the last guy who's gonna get picked on. Like,
You're in charge.
me. Yay.
But wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
So what? Looking like a leader doesn't mean I'm not I'm not apt to be a leader. I mean, you definitely don't look like a leader either. I mean, you're kind of a clown, to be honest. You're just here for
But he
comedy
has
relief.
fought
Go
them
away.
Before.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously, I'm badass. I
That's
fought all
true,
these
but
things
there's
before.
another reason.
I've played these kinds of games a lot,
You
many
too.
times. I have a lot of experience in shadow fighting.
Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Can you just shoot yourself with no problem at all without hesitation, like all the other
Yeah,
times before?
Of course I can.
Well, I haven't seen you do it, so whatever.
I think so.
You think so? You haven't been able to do it. You've already attempted twice, and you haven't done it.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
Yep. Okay, then, so let's just walk into the creepy tower. Oh! I see a strange door all of a sudden. Everybody's like, where are you going? Dude, I'm tripping! I use the velvet key, and I go in. Ah. Great. Everybody's like, what is he doing? He's just staring at a wall for like 2 hours. Weird. And I'm just gonna sit here.
I've been waiting for you.
Where is that goddamn lap dance?
The time has come for you to wield your power.
Yes.
The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist?
I'm pretty sure you don't have the answer to that, right?
Regrettably, you are not
Yep.
yet capable of answering these questions.
Exactly. I'm not capable, and I'm pretty sure you don't know either, huh? Or maybe you do, you just don't want to tell me.
That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
Okay, nature of my power? About that door. Yes, about that door. Everybody was giving me weird looks when I was walking towards it.
It leads here, although no one but you can see it.
Ah, yes, that'll make things a lot easier on my friends. They just seeing people...
Your power is
They'll just see me
weak.
disappear out of nowhere while I'm walking. I'm gonna be like, the door, it calls for me. And then they're gonna be like, are you okay?
It's like the number 0. It's empty,
No.
but at the same time holds infinite possibilities.
Great. That's what you would say to like a special kid, you know? Like he's constantly failing or something. Oh, well, you know, you have a lot of possibilities, you know, you're empty, but you know, you can do anything.
My boy, are able to possess multiple personas.
Yay.
And summon them as needed.
Awesome.
And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the
The
faces
face
of
of possibility before you.
times
Thank you very
when
much
difficult
for
to
explaining this to me.
grasp.
I'm yawning.
But do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your
Okay.
power will grow accordingly.
Okay. Okay, thank
My
you.
spare time will soon be scarce. But
Well, unless I
please,
call for you.
Come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you.
Which is the role that you always use for every
Until
single
then,
game, which is fusing
farewell.
personas, I think. Farewell. So yeah, I didn't even get to sit down this time. I just kind of stood up and, yeah. All of a sudden, just a giant blue door just appeared in front of me. Yeah, I'm just staring at the door like,
Are you alright?
dude, I really should not have taken that weed, dude. I'm tripping. The door!
What's up? You look like a zombie.
The door, man, is telling me things. Guy with a big long nose. I've seen it, man. Yeah, I just opened this door and I was
Huh? What door?
Is there, man? Can't you see it?
Man, are you loco?
No, you're loco. Everyone is loco. I can stop drinking whenever I want to. Screw off. They don't seem to see. Yeah, they don't see the
Have you
door.
been nodding off? You seem kind of out of it.
No, you're out of it.
Dude, you're supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game.
he's gonna grab this. You know, he's gonna ambush me with it later. Like, oh, if he's our leader, why does he keep getting acid trips all of a sudden?
Come on, let's go.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the guy's gonna hold it against me. I mean, he got very upset when Akihiko assigned me leader, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be like, I want to be a leader. Eventually, he's gonna try to fight me or something. You can check your own status by pressing the triangle button. Finally! Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock to the left or right of the entrance. Okay, fantastic. So, talk to you. Don't worry, I won't push you too hard. You'll be just fine. What about you? Your current enjoyment or real experience in battle, make sure you back them up. Okay, then. Well, I don't have any experience in battle. I just fought one time. Well, twice if you count the cutscene. So this is Tartarus. Check status. Let's see what you got. So you got 36, 23, brown loafers. That sounds like food. Got loafers. You know, that sounds like bread. Hey, pass me the loafers. Heart-shaped choker. Well, that won't do. That's not gonna be useful at all. Anyway, let's take a look at your persona. Dia. Fantastic. Level 1. You are useless to me. That's why I need to grind the hell out of you. Let's see. What about you? Alright, let's do this. You're pretty pumped up. Oh, now you're suddenly happy. I'll prove that I should be in charge. Yeah, you're just gonna keep ragging on about that, aren't you? Oh boy, you're just bad news waiting to happen. Imitation katana. It looks real, but... but what? Well, it's an imitation katana. What can you expect? Dress shirt. Straight tip. Oh god. I don't know if that should go into the shoe category, but whatever. Silver necklace. What's this thing? Some kind of device you've never seen before. Function. I think these are checkpoints. So you can actually teleport from inside the dungeon and you can end up here. It's kind of like a way to coming back. Motorcycle. Do you mind not touching that? I use it to transport delicate equipment necessary for gathering information. Okay. So yeah, this thing is the safe point. Good, good, good. Great. So let's just save. And I'm going to stop right here. Now, obviously, the episode will continue on. But I just want to stop it right here so I can, you know, get my recording, have everything saved so I don't lose everything. And, yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Don't worry. Okay, then, let's not waste any more time and let's head on over there. So, yeah, I'm assuming we go in through here. Wow, it feels so strange having to go in through the main entrance. Usually, as soon as you start to get really, really far into Tartarus, into the game, you actually start using this thing. And this thing, it says some kind of device you've never seen before. Doesn't seem to be functioning right now. So, this is actually a teleporter. With this teleporter, you'll be able to go into a whole bunch of other floors. There will be checkpoints as you keep going up the tower. So, let's say you want to go to floor number 20. Then you're going to be able to use this and you'll be able to go. And that'll basically be your main entrance. I think the only occasion where you might want to go through the main entrance is just maybe once or twice. Because you're going to be wanting to grind a lot. And you're going to be wanting to work your way up a bunch of floors without necessarily teleporting. Are you ready? God, I don't know. Jeez, I've been watching the recordings of the previous episodes. And jeez, man... just seeing Mitsuru in this big giant screen in all of her HD glory, she looks pretty hot. I don't know why, but she looks particularly just a lot prettier than usual. I don't know, maybe because I've been staring at the computer screen for too long, and now that I'm looking at it in an actual TV, I can see everything in full HD glory. Yes, I'm ready. Okay, then. So, I hope I don't have my volume on the television too high up. In my Ratchet & Clank series, like, very close to the end, there was a little bit of audio bleed. You could hear, like, a bit of an echo. But, yeah, I hope that doesn't happen.
So, this is it, huh?
This is it.
I hope I don't get lost.
Dude, I mean, this is modeled after your school, so I don't think you get too lost.
Can you all hear me?
Besides, all of the dungeons are basically the same, so I don't think you'll get lost.
Whoa. Is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Awesome.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
Yeah, be impressed.
I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Which is just another way of saying randomly generated levels.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why it shouldn't make you feel better.
Based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute.
That makes me feel even better now.
Proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Yes.
Right.
Well, more like grinding makes perfect. Okay, then.
Why is she always like that?
How? Actually competent and trying to be a leader? What do you mean? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but I would be inclined to say, well, what will you do to make things better? I mean, it's a lot better than having some other incompetent, stupid person, right? Okay, keep in mind, these are real battles you'll be engaging in. See if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. Okay, then, so this is basically the tutorial for dungeon crawling, which is good. I mean, we're barely starting off, but look at that. We have an awesome pose. We're like, yeah. Wow, my legs are very stretched. Everybody's legs are very stretched. I don't know how Yukari... Well, Yukari doesn't have to move around a lot. She has a bow, so I can kind of understand. But with me, yeah, I mean, I even gotta, like, reshuffle my legs before I attack, so I really don't see the point of being in that super big stance. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, yeah, I'm basically exploring the school, but, like, a weird demonic version of it. Watch out, detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Ah, yes, the preemptive strike. X button to use your weapon. You can hit an enemy before it hits you. You'll have the advantage at the start of the battle. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Whee! That was easy. Give him a big stab. Alright then. So this is the Cowardly Maya from before.
But nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience.
Okay.
Would you like
Tutorial,
me to
tutorial,
explain
tutorial,
the
tutorial. The basics? No thanks. I actually know how to do things.
Then I want you to defeat the enemy.
Okay, defeat the enemy, try using both skill and attack options. Okay, then, so I guess I'll go with the regular attack. And there we go, we got the 3 guys over there in on the side. Junpei looks a little confused on the side. He's like, oh! He's like super impressed. Yukari just doesn't seem to care. And, you know, Charlie is in his usual unfeeling self. So, let's beat the hell out of this Cowardly Maya. Yeah. Please. Oh, yeah, I forgot. A very, specific thing that, that Persona 3 stands out from... Oh, man, I completely butchered that sentence. What I was trying to say is, the thing that makes this version different from, say, Persona 4 and other games is that you cannot control your, partners. There should be a staircase nearby. Did you see it? A staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. Can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about next time. Okay, so I guess we can just grind. We can keep making battles until we're satisfied. Perfect. This is all just tutorial, so we're gonna have to fight anyway. So yeah, I'm not able to control my guys. I can press the square button, and I can kind of, oh, defeat all the shadows. Okay, so it's not gonna let me know about the square button until the game tells me to. Okay, another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets to... Yeah, if the enemy hits me first, I'm at a disadvantage, and they get to strike first. Man, yeah, and thank you for repeating exactly the same thing that Mitsuru just told me. Okay, it's good. It's good to have that reinforcement, because then people are always asking, like, what do I do? So it's good to have things repeated to you so you remember. Okay.
Do you want to know more?
No, I'm good.
The enemies you're
Facing weakness, you can... Okay. Thank you. I usually don't skip any of the dialogue, but, you know, if this is a tutorial about the battles and I already know it head to toe and I can just explain it better than her. I don't want to toot my own horn, but, you know. Anyway, yeah. I can just press L1. That was L1 right now, and I can just target any of these guys because it's the same enemy. Then I don't have to do it on both of them, but I can just select it, and Mitsuru will analyze, and maybe after 2 or 3 turns... you are able to know their stats and what the weaknesses are and all that jazz. So, Bash and Aji. So, she wanted us to use skill and to use our elemental stuff, so let's go ahead and go with Aji. Yeah, boom, shooting ourselves for the first time. I like how that was kind of well-timed with the chorus of the song. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs from the Persona series. I mean, that is like the most inappropriate battle music, but I love it. Okay, then level 2, Magician Arcana. Cowardly Maya. 67 health. Pfft, please. 15 SP and weak to fire. Yeah, we saw that a moment ago. Now, the problem here is that, all of my characters basically act freely. They do whatever the hell they want without any... Man, I really... Can I? Act freely, heal supports, assign target, stand by. Yeah. In Persona 3 Portable... which is actually the PSP version of Persona 3, which is newer, but significantly inferior in many aspects. Also, I am actually doing a playthrough of that, on my own. I'm not recording myself. That's just like an independent playthrough that I'm doing in my own free time on the PSP version of Persona 3. And I gotta say, it's better and worse in many aspects. But one of the reasons for why it's better is because you can actually control your characters directly. You don't have to just rely on them to do things automatically. Here, there's no avoiding that. They do have a mind of their own, and the only thing that you can do is that you can change the tactics as like act freely, or be more defensive, or be more offensive, and all that kind of stuff. Shadow just around the corner. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. Map will provide to be quite useful as you explore. Okay, yeah. So as soon as you keep covering more ground, I think if you press start. I can't do it right now because tutorial. But, yeah, you can press start and you can look at the entirety of your map as a whole. But as you keep walking around the dungeon, you're going to be able to cover more ground and the map will fill up as you go. So, exploit enemy weaknesses. Additional attack. Yes, I did know that. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, so, what she just said there is that if you can actually exploit one of the enemy's weaknesses and you can knock him down, you're gonna be able to get an extra turn. And that'll just keep happening as long as you keep pulling that off. So, right now I have an extra move, but if I do the same thing again, I'm gonna get another extra move. There we go, with my giant harp of rock. Alright, so I can just go ahead and do this, and there, I do not have an extra turn. So, if I want to keep doing that, I gotta keep landing critical hits, and I gotta keep exploiting weaknesses. So that's good. Yeah. His persona is really cool looking, by the way. Looks like something out of, like, Mobile Suit Gundam or something. Weird. Let's try physical attack now. Bash. Let's go. I wonder how it feels to shoot yourself like that. I mean, obviously, like, not in real life. I mean, in real life, obviously, you shoot yourself and you die. But, you know, I mean, like, in the context of the game. I mean, you shoot yourself and you evoke your persona and it comes out. Do you not feel anything? Or do you, like, feel pain? I don't know. Oh yeah, so, the shuffle time. Mysterious cards have appeared in your mind. You wonder if this was about what Igor was talking about. Okay, so after battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select the card from the one shuffled before your eyes. If you picked a card with the persona on it, then you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of which has a unique effect or reward, so keep an eye on the card you want and try to pick it. Awesome. So, basically, this is kind of like a little mini-game in order to be able to get stuff you want. So, this is the perfect opportunity to tell you the different varieties. So, obviously, the one on the far left is a persona, and if you, get it after the shuffle, then, yeah, it's yours now. And the green one is actually experience points. If you get the green one, of course, all of these are 1, but they will keep increasing to 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10. But if you get the green one, you get an experience boost, more than what you already had in that battle. The blue one actually restores your HP and your SP. So that's actually really good if you want to last a long time inside the dungeon without having to go back or having to go back home and just waste time. You can do that, and you can just recover on whatever things you need. Usually HP, I don't know if it recovers SP. In Persona 4, it does recover both HP and SP. I don't know about this one. Then you have the red one. Now, the red card actually gives you attack items, you know, something like a sword or something. That's basically useless right now. The only time where I would actually recommend it is very far into the game where the cards are in like 8 or 9. And that would give you like maybe armor or a cool weapon that you might otherwise not afford at the shop or something like that. So, yeah. So the red is useless, and we don't really need to heal up. So I think experience or a persona. I'm gonna go with the persona. So they're gonna shuffle right now. Okay, so basically exactly the same position as they were before. So I'll just pick that. And Pixie. Hi, Pixie. Okay, 15 XP and a Snuff Soul. Level 3, Charlie. Awesome. Look at my stats. I am the awesomest kid in the world. I'm a slacker. I am plain. I think plain is an overstatement. I'm sorry. And my courage is timid. I'm timid. Going inside a cursed tower. That's like a weirder version of my own school where I go up a whole bunch of floors fighting shadows. Yeah, I'm not.
My skill level has increased.
Skill level has increased. Good. Yeah, I'm not courageous at all.
I'm the man.
Junpei, even though you might be just comic relief, your enthusiasm is fairly infectious. Anyway, that's a big one over there. Shadow up ahead, how are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have any on hand, then ask Takiba to heal you. You should make a habit of checking your status before entering into a battle. Yeah, actually, in all of the games, not just this one, it's a habit for me to prepare before going in. Okay, yeah, so if you're another party member has a persona with healing skills, be sure to take advantage of it. So something that's really cool about this game, which isn't available in others, is that I can just ask her, what's wrong? So I can, you know, as she said, I can just check her status. I can change her weapons and her clothes on this one. So yeah, practice bow and the cardigan. We've already checked this before, we don't need to see it. But I can also go and check her persona. So next DXP to reach another level is 20. And she's gonna learn Patra on level 4. Good. She's weak to electricity, strong against wind. I'm kind of upset that you can't actually, in Persona 4, you can just hit the shoulder buttons and you can just change character. But here, you know, just with the one you're talking to, which kind of sucks because then I gotta exit the conversation and then go back and talk to the other guy. It's just a pain in the ass. It's seconds that I'm wasting there. So yeah, request healing. There, thank you very much. Yep, and of course, as you can see, she loses a little bit of her SP. Not too much. It kind of depends on how much HP you need. It would always fill it up to its maximum. It'll never be halfway or anything. It'll always fill it up. So, if you have very little health, then it'll take a lot of SP. But if you have like a tiny little nub of health that you need healing, then it won't take much. You'll barely even notice any loss. So anyway, here's a big one, so let's go and kick its ass. Alright, what you got? Ah, 4 of the same enemy.
To defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually.
How so?
You can perform an all-out attack.
Ah, yes, I know all about that. Yeah, no thank you.
Then,
So, yeah, that
shadows
concludes the
become stronger
basics.
the further you advance. There may be times, however, when this battle is one of those times.
Okay, so how do you know that? Thank you for letting me know. Okay, you can't escape some battles. This is one of them. Screw you. I hope you do good. Okay, then, so my Pixie right now has Dia, and it'll know Rakunda. Usually a Pixie is good to have early on because she has electric-type moves and all that kind of stuff. Electric-type. I'm talking like as if I was working with Pokemon or something like that. Well, they are Pokemon in a way. You collect them, you can fuse them, they have different types. They have weaknesses and strengths. Yeah, you know, fire type, wind type, electric type, dark, light, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it's a Carolee Maya, I think. Yeah, Carolee Maya. So, they're weak to fire. So so what she meant by all-out attack, I'm gonna demonstrate this right now. So, as I said, if you can keep exploiting a weakness, they're gonna be knocked down because of that weakness, and they won't be able to move for that turn. So, if I just keep hitting everybody with that attack, just keep doing Aji, eventually everybody's gonna be knocked down. And so, if everyone is knocked down, then nobody's able to do anything. That'll give us the opportunity for everybody to jump in all at once. So that is the all-out attack, and it's actually a pretty good, really cool animation. Look.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
Yes, attack. Whoa! I like that. Kind of cartoon-style fighting cloud.
Have the potential to grow even stronger.
Ah, yes, thank you for letting me know. What a random thing to say. Oh, look at that. We haven't seen that one before, the one on the right. That one just gives you more money. So whatever money you have, it's increased depending on what kind of card you get. And I just lost where it was. I think it was here? Yeah. It didn't change. 820 yen in addition to whatever it is I get. Do I get money? I don't even know.
My skill level has increased.
Yay. Thank you for letting me know. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gain some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to your entrance. I'll tell the other party member what you'd like them to do. Okay then, so now I can use the square button. Yeah, so if I press the square button, I can, I have 2 different things. I can split up with this purpose. So, if I give the priority to defeat shadows, then I can click on this. Since there aren't any enemies at the moment, there's no need to issue any orders. Now's a good time to instruct your party members to split up. Oh, okay. So, yeah, you can usually just change it, but I think as far as I know, there are only 2 options, which is defeat shadows and find items, or to not fight shadows and just find the exit. So, yeah, split up, and they will automatically just get out of my sight. Use this command to instruct your party members to spread out and look for stairs, access points, and items. However, they're not very strong. They can easily far play to the So, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, spread out and proceed individually. Hey, spread out, Yukari! There we go. Move, move, move.
Wait, I found something.
Awesome. Thank you, Junpei. I found the access point. What do you want to do? Let's keep going. Let's, just kind of explore a little bit.
Look around some more.
See if there are any more items. I think there was only 1 item. So, the place that I am at now is called Thebel. Floor number 2. So, yeah. You guys are gonna have to get used to this place pretty good. You're gonna be seeing this a lot. Actually, the huge majority of Tartarus looks exactly the same. It kind of just changes color sometimes. So, yeah, I hope you guys like this. I don't know. I still haven't decided on how I'm going to carry out this whole dungeon crawling thing. I don't know if I'm going to, I mean, this is a calendar run, so I have to stay true to all the days. I can't just grind in my own time and just expect everything to be okay. I have to, you know, basically show everything, or at least show the majority, because, I mean, I don't want to bore you guys just showing you all how it is, me just grinding all the time. You know, it's just the same thing for like an hour. I found the access point, return to the entrance. Yeah, let's go back. Here you go, bro. Medicine, thank you very much. Yeah, it kind of depends. If I'm just grinding and you guys have already seen all the enemies that are available there, then I'll just skip the battles. But if there's a brand new enemy that you haven't seen before, if I'm struggling or something funny happens, then I won't skip it. And of course, obviously, the boss battles, you will see everything. So, I don't know, maybe like the first run will be just full length shown, but whenever I'm just going through like a casual day without really much of a goal, if I'm just grinding, then maybe I'll cut it, or maybe just try to do something funny on purpose. Whatever, I'll figure things out.
So, how was it?
It was very tutorial-y. No problem. I don't know about this. I'm exhausted. No problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
There we go. Speaking of achieved,
Wow.
how about an achievement?
I never knew I had that kind of power. We kicked some ass.
Well, we kicked the weaklings' ass. We're basically bullies. We're picking on the little guys
Damn,
here.
I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
We had our legs too stretched apart. That makes our legs hurt.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
We're all tired here.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily.
I like that little detail, how they have their cease armbands there. Those red armbands. They have it in the character portraits as well, but when they're outside Tartarus, you don't see it. That's actually a really nice detail.
Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
Great. We're just gonna have to keep going through more
We'll
floors.
see about that.
He sure is a confident-looking student. Oh, okay. Who shot the gun without permission? Mysterious voice rings in your head. Oh, okay. A brand new social link. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when choosing to create the persona of the Fool Arcana. Yeah, what a fool. You're running away from home with a little wiener dog there. So, that's basically the wild card. Zero. You know, empty, but full of many possibilities, as Igor said. And so, people of the Fool Arcana symbolize that they are in the beginning of a journey. And so, when the journey ends is when the Fool Arcana truly completes. Alright. I really don't know what to say. Whenever I see that blue screen, I'm like, is the day ending? Because if the day ends, then I have to shut up. But if it keeps going on, then I can obviously just keep on talking. Anyway, what else? What do everybody have to say before I leave? From now on, you'll select your party here before you enter Tartarus. I'll explain the details some other time. Très bien. You did well today. Now let's head back to the door. Dorm. Not door. There are a lot of doors here. Okay, motorcycle. I think I've already talked about that. Let's see. Dude, I can't take it anymore. I'm starving. Alright. I'm feeling tired. Let's go back. Alright, so how am I feeling? I'm feeling good, dude. So, what do I have on Personas? Level 2? Both of them are level 2. Could have sworn I leveled up. Anyway, I get very little experience points, but it'll pump up soon enough. You guys did a great job, but you shouldn't have to shoulder the burden forever. Titch. If only I hadn't gotten injured. Okay, don't feel so bad. Anyway, I'm just gonna go and kind of space out for you here for a moment. Don't mind me, just stand there. Ah, there you are. Welcome to the Velvet Room. To put the time for me to explain what I really do here. He's gonna talk about persona fusion, right? Job to create new personas. In order to do so, I must fuse persona cards together. I shall merge them into a single persona. Number of personas you have buried within you is approximately 170. Great, that's 20 more than the 150 Pokemon. If you've never seen a visitor with this many possibilities before, you establish social links, you can create them even stronger. This should prove very interesting. As you accumulate cards, please bring them to me. Cool. How may I help you? Oh, hi, Elizabeth. Fuse personas or leave. Great. You only have one option. If you're not gonna do that, screw off. Okay then. So yeah, this is persona fusion. You can talk here. You can hit the little Pac-Man symbol where you can just ask if you have any kind of doubts or questions about these kinds of things. But all of it will be explained in due time, so don't worry. You got the normal spread, or you have the triangle spread. Obviously, we can only do normal spread right now because there are only two. And so, if I fuse these two, I'm going to get Apsaris, which is Bufu and Dia. Now, obviously, that's a terrible choice to make. We shouldn't be doing that now. I don't start fusing until I actually fill out my entire set, which is as soon as I get 6 personas, that's the time where I usually say that I should open up some space and fuse a bunch of personas. So I have a Pixie, that's Lover's Arcana, Orpheus, that's Fool Arcana, and obviously we're just gonna keep catching more as we go along. So don't worry about that. Any of you Persona experts are probably gonna yell at me when I start fusing, because I really don't have a lot of knowledge about that. I don't really focus a lot on stats. I worry more about the kinds of abilities that they have and the kind of level that they have. So yeah, depending on the social links that I have, like the Fool Arcana that I just made a moment ago, the higher the rank I have with that social link, the bigger the experience points the persona will get when I fuse it. But you'll see that whenever the occasion arises. So I think I'm gonna save my progress here because I definitely do not want to go through that tutorial again. Overwrite. And save successful. Okay then, so I think that ends our day fantastic, during 420. I think this was a good run. Fantastic. The dark hour will soon be over. It will be the next day when you stop exploring and return to the dorm. Would you like to return to the dorm? Yes, I would like to return. Okay, so I guess this would be a good time to sign off. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I've been really excited. I've always wanted to do something like this, but obviously I had to wait until April the 7th to be able to pull this off. So, I'm going to try to be as constant as I can. I will do my best to not miss any days. I hope you guys are enjoying it, because I definitely am. I like playing around with it and editing it. And, yeah, I mean, this is just going to be like a daily experience that we're going to be having together for a full year. So I hope you guys are prepared for that. If you guys are enjoying these videos and the whole series, you know, in its entirety, then be sure to give it a big fat like. And you can subscribe, obviously, so you can stay updated on everything that's going on with the Persona series and, you know, all the other videos that I do in addition to this one. So I'm the Hat Person, and I'll see you guys next time on the next day. I stopped exploring, and I'm going to go back home.